fire. Come on, do it. Flip the switch. Show me something I don't know.
Really nice to meet you
Sweet,
for Cosmopolis. Now, I watched it the other day and I really loved it, and it's massively stayed with me, but I don't really know what the hell it means. Do you know what it means?
No, but I mean, I think that's the most important thing. That it's supposed to just stick. Like, it's funny. I mean, I've done like a bunch of movies where you promote them afterwards, and then you feel like you're kind of just making up the subtext just to have something to talk about. Yeah. And with this, I genuinely feel like I'm kind of like finding little bits and pieces every single time I talk about it. But I think I think it is quite haunting, like, which is, I think it's great.
Yeah, lots of layers. Now, in Cosmopolis, you demand to visit a specific barber at the other end of town. Are you ever that much of a diva in real life?
Not really, if I say so myself.
You wouldn't. Go on, you must have. You'd never occasionally, ask for, water at a certain temperature, or.
No, I mean, I'm quite like aggressively against it, because I'm not confident enough to like back it up afterwards. Yeah. I'm so scared of people telling me off. Yeah. I would prefer to lie about everything I'm thinking than get told off by someone. I would avoid confrontation at all costs.
Yeah.
A report from the complex. It's a credible threat not to be dismissed, which means a ride across town is...
We've had numerous threats, all credible. I'm still standing here.
Not a threat to your safety, to his.
One of the, I guess, the cool things about the film is that it kind of implies that your character kind of purposely sabotages his own wealth, and what it made me think of was the Liar Liar director Tom Shadyac. I don't know if you've heard of him, who he gave up all his wealth and he kind of went to live in a trailer park. Is that something that you could ever emphasize with? The idea of jacking it all in and going to live on an island somewhere.
I like the idea of living on an island, but I don't want to give all my money away. That's a
good answer.
But, no, I mean, yeah, I don't necessarily. I mean, I think he's not trying to destroy himself though in the movie. He's trying to find something, like, and it just like the other stuff. Just he's almost becoming more streamlined. It's just falling away. Like he's not trying to kill himself.
Yeah.
Well, like in a specific way. Yeah. In a direct way, anyway.
As well, another thing about your character is obviously he spends most of the film in a limo. What's the strangest thing that's ever happened to you in a limo? You must have been in a limo a few times.
I haven't been in that many limos. I went through an army base, a top secret army base in one once.
Oh really? Whereabouts is the army base?
On the way to Comic-Con, this thing in the States.
Yeah.
And there was an oil tanker had turned over on the freeway, and there was traffic backed up for ages. And somehow my agent, I think she literally showed her boobs to one of the soldiers or something. And we were driving through this thing, which was 70 miles of an army base, and there was tanks with the keys in and stuff.
Yeah.
And this thing, and literally you could just take stuff. Which is really strange. And there was a McDonald's inside the army base, and I remember going in there, and it was after the first Twilight hadn't even come out.
Yeah.
And there's randomly in this McDonald's in the middle of nowhere, there's one teenage girl, and she's like, Edward. And I was like, this is before it even come out, and I was like, what? How is this happening?
It's a bit of a foretaste of things to come.
It's the strangest thing ever.
Do you miss it? Is that one of the things you obviously spend a lot of time in the States? What do you miss about Britain? Is sport one of those things?
I don't know. I mean, it's changed quite a lot, London. I mean, I used to really, really, really miss it, and then a lot of my friends left and stuff, and now it's so expensive and it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I miss the light is the thing, and also especially if you get off the plane at Gatwick, there's a really specific smell there, which I sometimes miss.
Yeah. They say that smell is the most nostalgic thing, isn't it? The most nostalgic sense.
And it's really, really recognisable. I mean, there's a light and a smell which is not the same anywhere else.